everyone, welcome to Trevor Gallagher Drums. Today we're going to look at some train drum patterns. Train rhythms are really versatile and really handy to have. You can use them in many styles of music, classic rockabilly, country music, even blues, pop music. Train beats are just so versatile, and one of the beautiful things about train beats, the basic versions are really simple to play. And so we're going to look at some different train beats today. We'll look at some variations, and we'll also look at using different sticks and things. We're going to look at even using these big things. These are broomsticks made by ProMark. Really cool sounding. We might even try some combinations of drumsticks and actual wood brushes. Brushes and drumstick combinations. So we'll try all of that at some stage through this video. So stick around and let's learn some really cool train beats. Starting with the first train beat really is just all single strokes, right, left. And we're going to accent the on beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and That's simple. And we're putting the kick, you can put it on all the 4 or 1 and 3. So we're accenting 2 and 4, and it's just singles. And we're starting basically right, left, as that. And if you actually, on the 2 and 4, rim shot it, just to give it that real kick, it sounds really good. So that's a really basic train beat. It's just single stroke rolls. Da 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 da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that sounds really good at all tempos. It really sounds really good. Really fast tempos, So really easy. That's a really easy pattern. Another version of a train rhythm, you can actually play a little bit like the typical rock and roll Charlie Watts sort of pattern. Charlie Watts, when he's playing a lot of rock and roll, he would play and he would lift the hi-hat beat off when the snare drum hits. So he'd do this. So the next train beat is basically that, but we're not going to leave the right hand on the hi-hat cymbal. We're going to bring it down onto the snare with the other hand. So it's exactly the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So on the right hand you're playing all the eighth notes and leaving off the 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and very simple, and that just gives you, it's still a train sort of rhythm, but it just gives you a different I suppose, phrasing of the actual rhythm itself. Instead of doing, you're doing. So it's a little bit more on in a sense. So that's another option for a train beat. Another really simple option is just playing double strokes. So we're doing 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Simple. And again, it's just that little slight variation, so it gives you a different flavor basically when you're playing train patterns. Really easy. Really easy to do. You can also even just use a paradiddle, It's another option as well if you just want to use a basic paradiddle rudiment. That works as a train beat. Also, another option is using a flam with 2 taps. Flam, tap, tap. 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 Sorry, I did it all wrong for you there. Flam, tap, tap. Flam, tap, tap. And we're not alternating the flams. I'm just playing a right-handed flam, so that means the right hand's a bit higher when we do the flam. Simple, another simple version. So they all sound, they're all part of the same family. They're all train rhythms, but they're all just slightly different. And really, it's when you look at playing different songs, maybe the double stroke one will sound a little bit better than the single stroke one. It's just matching those slight differences and getting the right texture, which we'll look at, as I said earlier, some broomsticks and some brush sort of combinations as well to really refine that texture of the rhythm that you're playing to really match and suit the song that you're playing. So that's another option. If you want to go really crazy with the train rhythm too, you can actually do I think they're 5-stroke rolls. So it's just you're going da 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 da. Da 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 da. I can't even get them now. What am I doing? So yeah, 5-stroke rolls if you want to play like a madman. Anyway, let's look at some different textures with the train rhythm. And a really good one is going back to that Charlie Watts type pattern, which was played, so it was, you know. That sounds really good if you use a brush in the right hand. It just gives it another sort of flavour to it, you know. Or even you play the whole rhythm with brushes, you know. Or even the singles we started with brushes. Another option is using big things like this, broomsticks. Even playing the single stroke one sounds good. Or the Charlie Wattsy type one. So, grab all the different types of drumsticks you might have laying around. You know, I've got some rods here too. Sounds good with that as well, you know. So, just whatever you got laying around, try different combinations. You know, one stick, one broom, one stick, one brush. They all give slightly different textures. And as I said earlier, it's really good to have the ability to change the texture of the rhythm to really suit and match the song that you're playing. I find with a lot of country type train beats, I love using a stick brush combination. They just have that sound about them, or just playing it with brushes that are not actually fully open, just bringing them up to about that sort of spread. And they just sound great. It's got that softer, more brushy, well, obviously it's brushes, but it just has that sort of great sound to it. Anyway, I hope this little video on train rhythms has actually helped you in some way. And if you've got some train rhythms that you love playing that weren't one of these, please, drop me a message below and share those different patterns that you may have. That would be really great. I'm sure my viewers would really love that. And if you got any comments on any of these beats, please let me know. And on that note, people, stay safe, keep drumming, be happy.